Hello, I'm Allan Hardman, and I made this little movie because there's a couple of things I wanted to tell you about and share with you. One of which is a very exciting Valentine's workshop that I'm doing here, Valentine's Week. I'm in Chacala, Nayarit, Mexico. I'm about 90 minutes north of Puerto Vallarta on the coast in Chacala. You can hear the roosters, see the beauty. It's a beautiful place. So the other thing I'd like to do is to take you on a little tour and walk around Chacala and show you what's going on in Chacala. I think you'll find it very interesting, and I hope you'll find the combination of Chacala and the workshop that I'm offering incentive enough to get out of wherever you are, get out of the cold, come down here to this beautiful place and enjoy Chacala and enjoy changing all the agreements that you have about love, romance, and relationship. I'm calling the work I'm doing the new relationship. 5 agreements to make love come true. These agreements are ways to completely transform your life, your relationships, love, you, to transform you and the way you are in the world. So I'm really hoping that you'll look at my website, www.joydancer.com. Joydancer.com, we're dancing in joy with life, and I want you to come down here to Chacala and dance in joy with life with me. Now, what do you say we go take a look at Chacala, and I'll show you why I think Chacala is such a special place to do a workshop based on romance, love, and relationship. Come on, let's go look at Chacala. Follow me. Here we are walking down what they call the Malecon, the walkway along the beach. All the rentals in Chacala are small. I don't think there's anything with more than 6 rooms, and most of them even smaller. So here we have some of the nicer ones overlooking the beach. And there's the beach right there. Let's go for a walk on the beach. These restaurants along the beach serve fish on the barbecue, shrimp, great food, fresh from those boats, fresh from this ocean. I am privileged to have done a 10-year apprenticeship with Don Miguel Ruiz, the man who wrote the 4 Agreements and the Mastery of Love. I'm the co-author of a couple of books and the author of the Everything Toltec Wisdom book, which is available in bookstores. It's part of this Everything series. It outlines and details my version of this Toltec path from ancient times, bringing it into modern times and describing tools and language that we can use for transforming our lives in so many different ways.
This week has been incredible. I've found out so much about myself and love. I encourage anyone who wants to find out about themselves to come to Chacala and study with Allan Hardman in the seminar, The 5 Agreements of the New Relationship to Make Love Come True.
It's no coincidence that I've set this up for 5 days and 5 agreements, new agreements about love, relationship, romance. Ultimately, of course, the relationship that we have with ourselves is the most important. So these agreements take us through old agreements, such as love is a commodity that lives outside of us, that we need to be good and get it right so we can have our share, and breaks that agreement and says, wait a minute, that's not true. We are love, we are life, we are that essence of the divine that sparks everything that's here, and we don't have to get it right for anybody. We don't have to be good for life itself. We are that life. And so in this new agreement, we see that we are the source of love in our lives, and we don't have to act like it's a commodity. So we break that old agreement, and we know ourselves as a source of love. Once we know that, then we can look and say, wow, what are all these old agreements and beliefs I have about how I have to take care of other people's feelings and manage my own desires and whether I want the last cookie or not. How do I have to manage that in order to get other people's approval and other people's love? And Once we see that we don't have to do that anymore, then we can take a all new look at whether or not we're responsible for how other people react to us, how they're dreaming us, and free ourselves from a lot of those old agreements. So we're much more freer to be ourselves, because a big point here is for you to be yourself and live as love in the excitement of how beautiful this life is, this world is, free to enjoy it, to be yourself.
I think it's just a beautiful place, a majestic place to come and just visit. I've learned a lot this week, just transformation tools that I can use on a daily basis. So thank you, Allan. It was a great experience. And I look forward to seeing you again.
Once we have that freedom, we'll also look at how we can put that truth that we are, that life, that love that we are, make that more important than how any relationship turns out and the outcome of relationships. So we put the truth as more important than the outcome of the relationship, and that's pretty magical. It frees you to be present, to be alive, and to trust that life will guide you however it needs to in life, as life, to make and find and create the most perfect relationships for you based on who you are and not who you pretend to be, in order to hold on to that love that's a commodity that you fight for from the outside. Very powerful. It takes a lot of courage to be present like that. But we'll do it. We'll do it while we're here. You will leave here. I hope, I promise, I guarantee that you will leave here after this time together at Valentine's with that freedom to be you, with that love coming out of you. And what we'll discover is that the real, true happiness, the real happiness in life, is love coming out of you, acceptance for everything that is, this beautiful creation that we live in. That acceptance of all of that and the divine perfection of it is what really makes you happy.
The experience of the seminar has been a very interesting one. It's an awakening. It's no words to put into it. And a beautiful dream. And thank you so much. I would recommend this seminar to anyone who wants to travel and take a journey deep inside the soul.
There's lots of information on our website at www.joydancer.com about our trips to Teotihuacan. Find that information on my website, and hope you'll join me for all of our programs. There's articles, there's information there, and I think you'll find it a good resource. We also have an online program called TACO, which is an online community of people following this path, doing this work, transforming themselves. And we say that is the place where we are creating spiritual community through love and action. Well, it's getting to be the end of the day, and I hope you'll join me here in this paradise for Valentine's week and for a special workshop on love, romance, and relationship. My name's Allan Hardman. You can get in touch with me through my website at www.joydancer.com. We are dancing in joy with life, in a new relationship with life, and I invite you to join me here.